Rise and shine, superstars. It's your favorite light coach, MB, and today is a great day to be alive. And you already know why. You are still here. So if you don't get with the program, get with the program. Comment below, scream at the top of your lungs, stop what you're doing, come through. If you are thankful that God woke you up this morning, because it's a blessing. And gratitude is the absolute best way for you to start your day. If you don't know that you're still thankful or why you're still thankful, or if you even thankful today, I need you to find one reason why you should be. Because it's a blessing that you made it to this day. Whatever you're going through, guess what? You made it to this day. You have surpassed all of the trials that you've come through up until this point, and you made it to today. You are 100% winning because you made it to today. So don't make a permanent decision based off of a temporary situation. Just know that if you made it to today, you can make it to tomorrow. Just keep moving forward. And if you need anybody to talk to, reach out to me. Because I'm happy that you're here. And I want you to be around long enough to share with the world what it is that you were created to share. Y'all, man, okay. What a week. What a week. These chains. You remember that song? These bones, these dry bones. Okay. The chains that have been holding us back. Like you supposed to be somewhere right now. And you haven't quite made it there from where you started at the beginning of the year because these chains. You got commitment issues. You got counsel issues. You got comparison issues. You got, the culture issues. What other issues do you have? You got conditioning issues, like all of these issues. You may not have all of them. Some of them you like, no, that's not me. But some of them you like, oh my gosh, that is exactly me. That's what's going on. That's what's happening. I got one more for you today. I need you to think about one more thing today. And it's a piggyback off yesterday. Remember, if you didn't watch yesterday's video, go back and watch it. Click the link in the description. We were talking about commitment yesterday. And today I want to piggyback off commitment. And I want you to check your calendars. When it comes to successful people will say, let me see your calendar and I can tell you how much money you're making. If you're not busy being productive, then your bank account is lacking. But it's the same with your goals. It's the same with your vision. It's the same with your mission. It's the same with your purpose and your dreams. What is your calendar looking like? Because a lot of us, we have access to calendar. Y'all remember when we used to have the Palm Pilot? It was the biggest thing because first you had the paper calendar where you walk around and look like a checkbook and you would write on your days what you were going to be doing, where you had to be and what time the appointments were. Then they moved you to the electronic calendar, which was the Palm Pilot. And folks who was special had the Palm Pilot with the stylus. They whip it out and say, let me tell you, I can pencil you in here, here, and here. Oh, I can't do that. I'm already committed somewhere else. Okay, but now we have all of this stuff that we need in our phone. We have a calendar that has a plan, a place where you can schedule your day. And we still don't schedule it. But I guarantee you, if you went through and you scheduled everything you did for the day, okay, 6:45, woke up, okay, looked at my phone till about 7:15, 7:20, got out of bed. If you went through your entire day and detailed every minute, like you got somebody following you around, so now you can go watch the replay of the day before, and you just wrote down in your calendar every day, and then you looked at that on your phone, and you copied it to the next day, and you looked at the next day. Would you want to commit to doing what you did yesterday, today? What does your calendar look like? How much time are you wasting doing nothing? And then wondering why you're not hitting your goals, wondering why you're not further in life, wondering why you got somebody else who started off exactly where you started off, and now they way up there on the track and you still back here trying to get over the first hurdle. Look at your calendar. If your calendar is empty, that means you're not focused. You should have a plan for your day every single day. If you work for somebody else, you get up and you got a certain amount of time that you have to get out of the house to get to work on time. Then you need to plan in that time that you're leaving the house and going to that place, what you're going to be doing in that time. Don't let time be wasted. How much time do you spend commuting back and forth between your job and your home, or your job and your kids' school, or wherever? in the car. And you're saying, well, I don't have time because I'm 45 minutes this way and then 30 minutes in that direction. Okay, well, what are you doing in the time that you're in the car? Are you just listening to the radio station? Are you on XM radio? Are you listening to Pandora? What are you doing? Because your kids are tuning in to what you're tuning into. You're the adult. So don't put it off on the kids and say, well, my kids want to watch, my kids want to listen to. No, you need to be setting them up for success. Just like you're trying to set yourself up for success. You got to make sure that when you look at your calendar, you're accounting for the time in each frame, each window, each minute. And you're like, that's tedious. I don't want to do that. Then you don't want to succeed. That's just it. Like, if you don't want to take the time out to tell yourself what you need to do every day, then you don't want the goal. You don't want the dream. You don't want you don't want that thing that you say you want, because guess what? When you get it, you still got to make sure you do whatever you did to get it to keep it. And then when you get there, you're probably going to be like, well, shoot, this is looking nice. I might want a little bit more of this. And guess what? You got to do a little bit more. But you're where you are right now because you don't find the importance in planning out your days. Like, you don't have a plan. You wake up, somebody says, hey, what do you plan to do today? Oh, I don't know. Let's see, it's Saturday. I'm not sure. I don't know yet. The day has already started. You should already know. Like, if you have something important you need to do, put it on the calendar. If your goal is important, guess what? It needs to be on the calendar. Okay, from 10 to 2, I'm going to spend time reading this book. I'm going to take a break from 2 to 2:30, eat lunch, have a rest, relax, whatever I'm going to do. And then from 2:30 to 4:30, I'm going to focus on doing this. What is it that you're doing with your time? Why is your calendar empty, but then you're saying you don't have time to do stuff? Don't show me an empty calendar and then come at me and say, well, I don't have time to do that. Well, the time is going somewhere. What you're doing in your days is going somewhere. What does your calendar look like? Why is your calendar holding you back from your purpose, from your goal, from the thing that you want in life? Why is your calendar doing that and it's empty? Well, I go to work. I got to get up and go to work. I get up at 4:30. I got to be at work at 6. I work from 6 to 2. Then I got to leave and go get my kids. They get out of school at 3. Then I pick them up and we got to go to practice and all this other stuff. Okay, you got a busy schedule. You have a busy schedule. But your calendar is empty. Because if you put your busy schedule on your calendar, guess what's going to be revealed? All the gaps. All the time that you say you don't have is going to be revealed in the gaps. And guess what you do with the gaps? You fill them in. Well, I don't want to be busy all day. You're already busy all day. You busy all day looking at social media. You busy all day watching other people live their lives. You're busy all day ripping and running, going here and there, trying to make yourself feel important. If your goal is important to you, then it needs to be on the calendar. It needs to be, you got your kids' birthdays on the calendar. You got that church event on the calendar. You got that concert on the calendar. But where's your goal? Hold your phone up to the camera so I can see where your goal is. Like, scroll to the next day. Because I don't see it. I don't understand how you can say you want something, but you won't write it down. You don't want to plan. Well, shoot, what's the point of planning? Because things don't always go as planned. No, they don't. But at least you have something to go by. Like, at least you know what you're supposed to be doing in this time. So if something goes wrong, you can be flexible enough to adjust your schedule and say, okay, this is what I was supposed to be doing right here, but I ended up having to do this. Now, where can I put this back over here so that I can make sure I can get the time that I missed out because of something that I had to do here and recover it back over here? Like, your calendar should be full every single day. Now, I'm not saying it should be full to the point where you're exhausted, but it needs to be full to the point, okay, I woke up at this time. Okay, I washed my face and brushed my teeth at this time. Okay, I cooked breakfast at this time. I sat down and ate at this time. How much time are you wasting trying to decide what you want for breakfast and then eating breakfast and then getting out of the door? Like, what do you do on your weekends? Because a lot of you guys are working Monday through Friday and you're living for the weekend. But in the Empower Tribe, guess what? We don't live for the weekend. We live for every single day. There are no days off because we're living out our purpose. We're seeking our purpose. And once we find our purpose, we're doing whatever it takes to be able to live that purpose for the rest of our lives. So if you're working Monday through Friday and you have the weekend and you tell me you don't have time, then I don't know there's a huge disconnect here. Because the time that you had during the week, you wasted. And now the time that you have on the weekend, you don't want to use because you quote unquote recovering from the week, which was spent wasting time. Because the average person spends 2.5 hours on social media every single day. And we know if we go back and look at the week, what we were conditioned to do, and we committed to 1 hour a day, just at minimum, that's 15 days wasted every single year. But you don't have time. You don't have time to do the things that are required to get to the thing that you want. Like, help me understand. Help me make it make sense. Just make it make sense. Because I'm not getting it. If you want what you say you want, then do what has to be done. If your baby girl has a piano recital or a ballet recital or a gymnastics meet, anything, a track meet, whatever, if she has it, what do? You write it down on the schedule. And then what else do? You allot the time that it's going to take to travel to get there to the time that the event starts. But you got that on the calendar. And you say I want a better life for my kids. I want us to be financially free. I want to get out of debt. I don't want to live here. But you won't plan the rest of the time in the days of your week. Make it make sense. Success doesn't come to the people who talk about doing something. Success, it comes to the people who do something and then talk about it. Get to work. Like, do what you're doing, the effort that you're putting into your job. You need to double that because you probably aren't even putting the effort into your job that you're supposed to be doing when you're going to work for somebody else's dream. Double that effort in the time that you have to figure out how you can maximize your time. Stop trying to get to a goal and do it from a way that's convenient. Convenient doesn't align with something that you want if you really want it. You work for it. You give maximum effort for it. That's another chain right there. Convenience. I didn't even mention that one this week, but convenience is another chain. So we're going to talk about both of them today. The calendar is empty and you trying to do things that are convenient. And you say you want something. You say you want that house. You say you want that business. You say you want to write that book. You say you want to be a best-selling author. You want to be a public speaker. You want to influence and inspire other people to live more, to do more, to become more. Like, you want all of these things. You want more wealth. You want more responsibility, but you won't even schedule out your own day. And then you sit back and you want something to come to you. Like, well, I put in some applications. Ain't nobody hiring. Call them back. If they didn't call you to tell you you didn't get the job, then you don't know that you didn't get the job. You sitting back waiting for them to call you and say you got the job. No, if you really want the job, you're going to show up at the job and say, hey, I put in my application. I haven't heard anything from anybody. Can you look me up in the system and see how far the process is going? Is there anything else that I need to do to get this job? But you're talking about you want something, but you won't do what it takes to get it. Because it's not convenient and it doesn't fit in your schedule. It's a whole lot of things that are in your schedule right now that you need to decommit from so that you can commit to the things and doing the things and giving the energy, the time, the attention, and whatever money, finances you need to invest. Get it done. Otherwise, just throw your goal out the window and let the rest of the year go by so you can end up the same place you were at the end of last year. But this year, just don't complain about it. Because now you know that whatever you said you wanted, you don't really want to put forth the effort to get it. You tried. It was a cute try. But it's not worth it to you. People want to lose weight and eat healthier, but I don't want to have to count my calories. Well, guess what? Until you can identify what it is that you're putting in your body and look at a plate and say, okay, I think it's about this many calories. I need to burn this many calories today to make sure that the amount of calories I put in is less than the amount of calories I put out. Then you need to count your calories. You need to do whatever stop trying to find the easy way out. Stop trying to have somebody else do it for you. This is your goal. I don't want to drink all that water. It makes me go to the bathroom. You need to go to the bathroom. The purpose of drinking water is to flush out the impurities in your system so that you can go to the bathroom and get the impurities in your system out. But it's not convenient to be in the bathroom. What, is it convenient for your body to operate? Help me understand. Like something is not, I don't get it. Guys, stop trying to expect something so great in your life, but do something way below standard to get it. Because if by chance you do something way below standard and somehow get something exceptionally great, you either going to have to change and start doing exceptionally great effort, or that exceptionally great is going to leave. It's going to be gone. And you're going to be back where you were. You don't want to work at Walmart anymore? Where do you want to work? What do you want to do? I don't want to work for anybody. Okay, what do you want to do? Do you even know what you want to do? Like, don't go around telling people what you don't want in life if you don't know what you do want. Figure that out. That's what goes on your calendar this weekend. If you don't know what you don't want, put it in the calendar. From 10 to 2, I'm going to sit down and figure out what it is that I actually want in life. What do I want my health to look like? What do I want my finances to look like? What do I want my relationships to look like? What do I want my children to look like? What do I want their lives to look like? What do I want my home to look like? My car to look like? My energy to look like? My spirituality, what do I want to look like? What do you want to look like in your future? Because you know that what you look like right now is not what you want. You know exactly what you don't want. You've spent so much time meditating on what you don't want. Now it's time for you to schedule it out and figure out what you do want. Make what you want convenient. If you want something convenient, make it convenient by writing it down so that you can actually see, okay, this is what I want. And then go out there and find it and find out if it really is what you want. Otherwise, you're just going to keep wasting time. Get serious. Stop telling people you want better, but you refuse to do better. Like you refuse to hold yourself accountable. People love you. People want to support you. People want to help you, but you won't even do the work for them to support and help you with. Schedule your calendar today. That word convenient, take it out of your vocabulary. It doesn't exist. Nothing that's going on inside of your body right now that's keeping you alive, it's not convenient. It's not convenient for your heart to pull blood in and pump it back out to your extremities. It's not convenient for your blood vessels to expand and contract to make sure the blood is getting to your limbs. It's not convenient for the skin on your body to regenerate itself ever so often to make sure that you're fresh and new and healing and restoring from all the damage that you're doing to it by spending time in places that you shouldn't be in and getting hurt and whatever. There's nothing convenient about being alive. Being alive is not a convenience. It's a gift. It's a blessing. It's a miracle. How you got here was a miracle. How you stayed here was a miracle. Some of y'all have been through stuff that you know you shouldn't have survived, and you're still here. And why are you wasting your time? When you saw death, you were right there at death's door. Because it doesn't fit in your schedule, because it's not convenient, so you're just going to waste the time that you have. When in that moment you were like, God, please, if you just let me see another day, I'm going to do better. How many more days have you seen since then, and you still wasted the blessing and the gift of life? Every day you wake up with breath in your lungs and life in your body is a day to be grateful. It's a day to do something that's going to get you closer to your dreams. It's a day to maximize your potential so that you can give what God created you to give to this world. But you got to want it. You got to want it. And you got to want all the work that comes along with it. But if you don't remember anything else I just said, guys, put it on the calendar. Eliminate convenience. Always remember this. It's a great day to be alive. It's a great day to be great. And it's a great day to find the greatness in you. I don't just say that because it sounds cool. Every day is a great day. Now go out there and live the greatest day of your life.